From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Good Wednesday morning. We made it to the middle of the work week and we have some beautiful weather to round out the work week as we head into the weekend. Dry temperatures warming up into the mid 80s, but we do have a storm system, a pattern flip as we head into Memorial Day and beyond. Could maybe pose a bit of a fire risk with some of those winds for Sunday and Memorial Day, but fingers crossed some of the rain chances are going to tamp some of that down. A lot of moving parts to the weekend forecast. This morning it is a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley, but elsewhere winds are not a factor. It is mild out there. We're tracking 40s and 50s, 53 in Walla Walla, 45 for the Tri-Cities, 44 in Yakima. You would need a very light jacket as you're walking out the front door this morning. And in the Tri-Cities, I'm thinking as soon as 10 a.m., it's probably going to be t-shirt weather. We'll have t-shirt weather all throughout the day, as we can just round up to 80 degrees today in the Tri-Cities, but plenty of sunshine, a gorgeous Wednesday forecast, and we'll continue to trend warmer as we head into the week. And I'll tell you just precisely how warm we'll be for the holiday weekend coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, from coast to coast, severe weather is creating chaos for millions of Americans. We'll show you where the danger zones are right now.
And the first results are in for Oregon's primary election. We'll tell you where to find the latest results and at least one local race that is separated by only 7 votes.
And our area has a new world champion, and he's still in high school. Meet the young martial artist making our region proud.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning to you and happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman.
And I'm Caleb Stipkovitz. All right, well, we start off where fire officials are urging people to be extra careful as fire danger rises across the region. Benton, Franklin, Walla Walla, and Lower Yakima counties are now in the moderate fire danger category. And in the Upper Yakima Valley and Kittitas County, fire danger has reached high. Officials say that common activities like metal grinding, dragging chains, and target shooting can spark fires. And while many fires start small, wind, dry brush, and steep terrain can cause them to spread quickly.
Police arrested 2 children after they say the kids tried to rob a Kennewick boy of his shoes. This happened in the 1100 block of West 10th Avenue. Officers with KDP got to the scene, and the 11-year-old boy apparently told them 2 other kids had a gun and demanded he give them his shoes. Investigators learned who the suspects were and arrested them yesterday afternoon. The robbery is still under investigation.
Well, Yakima police could soon get a boost in federal funding. The Yakima City Council is considering a resolution that allows the police department to apply for a 2025 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant. If awarded, the money would help cover overtime costs for extra police patrols in high crime areas and during large community events. City leaders say that the funding supports their goal of keeping Yakima safe.
The sheriff of Walla Walla County says he will retire at the end of the year. Sheriff Mark Kreider says he'll step down when his current term ends in December. Kreider has served as the county's elected sheriff for the past 8 years now. He says the decision followed health challenges, including open heart surgery in 2023, the death of his father, and becoming eligible for Medicare this year. The next Walla Walla County sheriff will be elected in November.
A new business incubator program is now open in the city of Umatilla, right in the heart of downtown. Apple Valley News Now's William Elbert explains how this is designed to support local entrepreneurs.
The new Umatilla Business Center recently opened along 6th Street and Highway 730 following a community ribbon-cutting event that drew hundreds of people earlier this month. The building serves as a new hub for city services, community events, and 3 business incubator spaces for small or home-based businesses looking to expand into a storefront location. City leaders say one of the biggest goals of the program is to help lower the barrier of entry for people trying to open a business in a small community.
It's a 3-year program to grow a business. The first year you pay 30% of market value for your lease. The second year you pay 50%, and the third year you pay 70%. So your rent gradually grows. But I mean, the rents here are amazing.
Officials say the first round of tenants include a mix of businesses that will bring new options to Umatilla.
So we are looking at having a retail bakery. They won't be baking on site, but it's a great chance to come down and get cookies, cupcakes, or order a cake for a wedding or a quinceañera.
City leaders say the incubator is designed for people who may have been running a business from home or who are just trying to make the next step into a commercial space.
We have a clothing store coming in as well, and a tax service too. So these are all small businesses where they're either working from home and they're looking to branch out into office space, or they're starting brand new. And what better way to save on your overhead than our business incubator program?
Officials say the city also wanted the program to provide more than just affordable rent by connecting business owners with professional guidance and resources.
As someone myself that started a small business just kind of on a whim, maybe you could watch a couple YouTube videos, get some ideas on how to do it. But here with our business incubator program, it actually provides that tangible help and assistance with seasoned professionals in business to help these businesses grow. Our goal with the Business Incubator program is after 3 years, they're well established and they can move into a regular tenant space at those normal costs, grow their business from there.
City officials say they hope the program helps create long-term business growth and continue bringing more activity to Umatilla. In Umatilla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, well, city leaders say that the Business Incubator program also partners with a consulting firm to help tenants with business planning, marketing, and other support services.
A longtime Richland restaurant and live music venue needs to raise $100,000 or risk shutting down for good. The Emerald of Siam has launched a GoFundMe campaign to replace its aging kitchen hood system to meet current city and fire codes. Because building requirements have changed, the project will also include moving gas lines, electrical equipment, and fire suppression systems. The family says the total cost, including a temporary shutdown during construction, could threaten the future of the 43-year-old business.
I always like to tell people that there's something for everybody, and anyone that walks in through the door can find something that fits their niche. Whether you're a fan of jazz music or metal music or karaoke nights, we offer so many things for so many people, as well as amazing Thai food. So this is round 43, and we want to stay here for another 43 years at least.
The Emerald of Siam opened in 1983 as the Tri-Cities' first Thai restaurant and has also served as a popular live music venue for more than a decade. Your time is 6:08. Still to come, evacuations underway and severe weather warnings in effect from California to the Northeast. The developing situation when we return. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth is returning with a check on weather. Here is a live look out to Kennewick this morning. Temperatures looking pretty nice for today, but we are warming things up just in time for your holiday weekend. What you need to know so you can make your plans. Keep it locked right here.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you can get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
Oh, look, here we are on our honeymoon.
Lander, Wyoming. Jackalope, capital of the world. I'll never forget your face when you unwrapped those bus tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Tears of joy. Pure, unbridled.
Anniversaries are special, so we're celebrating with a guaranteed $1 million giveaway, only at Northern Quest. 25 years bold.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Slow down, look around, and let your creative side lead the way. Experience small town life in Ellensburg, Washington. From crafted coffee and inspiring Main Street stays, to inventive cuisine, local wine, craft beer, locally curated shops, outdoor art, galleries, and the artists who shape this community. Get inspired and plan your creative escape with the Love Local Passport, a curated guide to Ellensburg's best. Download the Passport to plan your stay where creativity lives everywhere at myellensburg.com.
The unbelievable summer sticker sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia in Pasco. Save an additional $750 from now until June 1st when you purchase a select new 2026 Sportage Hybrid, Sorento Hybrid, as well as Carnival and Carnival Hybrid models. Overturf Kia, just south of Highway I-182 at the Road 100 Broadmoor Boulevard exit on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our pattern is going to be dry and trending warmer over the next handful of days. First, we'll take you back to this Wednesday in the Yakima Valley, where we're going to be around 70 by lunchtime, and then into the mid to upper 70s for the warmest part of the day with lots of sunshine. So for today, look, it wouldn't be too surprising if like the Hanford side or maybe some of these plots, Sunnyside, Tri-Cities, graced 80 degrees, but I'm thinking most of us are going to be in the 70s. 72 in Ellensburg, low 70s for the Bluefoot Hills, 77 for Yakima, and we'll trend warmer as we head into the week, and we're going to end up in the mid 80s in the Yakima Valley. Friday to Sunday, no real big difference from day to day. But if you want to get very technical with it, splitting hairs, Saturday is going to be the warmest day. At that point, will be 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. But then substantially cooler by Memorial Day because we have a storm system that is going to make our forecast a little bit more spicy. We'll talk about that in a second. First, the UV index over the next handful of days, especially through Sunday, going to be at a 7, which is on a scale from 1 to 11. So technically the UV index will be high. That means your skin could burn within 15 to 25 minutes. So be sure that you're putting on the sunscreen, at least SPF 30, and at least reapplying every 2 hours. Something else I wanted to talk about very quickly, pollen count is going to be in that medium high range over the next, I'd say 4 to 5 days, with the top allergens being birch, mulberry, and elm. But like I said, as we head into the weekend, the forecast gets a lot more interesting, with winds picking up. There are fire concerns and even a little bit of rain as well. Talk about all that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Josh. Well, crews continue to battle a fast-moving, wind-driven brush fire northwest of Los Angeles. The Sandy Fire in Simi Valley, California, has burnt more than 1,600 acres, and at last checked is only 5% contained. Overnight crews did make progress thanks to more favorable and cooler weather, and more than 700 firefighters are battling the blaze, which was sparked when a tractor hit a rock on Monday. 17,000 people in the area are under mandatory evacuation orders. From coast to coast, Americans in different parts of the country are dealing with different kinds of extreme weather. Extreme heat in the Northeast, storm fallout in the central U.S., and wind-driven wildfires in the West. Reed Binion reports.
It was surreal, to be honest. I've never had it so close to home.
Evacuation orders and warnings continued Tuesday as the Sandy Fire torched parts of Southern California for a second day. The blaze, burning in Simi Valley northwest of Los Angeles, started as a fast-moving brush fire Monday. According to CAL FIRE, it had grown to roughly 1,700 acres as of Tuesday night and was just 5% contained. Among the other blazes scorching Southern California, the Verona Fire in Riverside County, which officials said had burned more than 400 acres by Tuesday night, with a firefighter suffering minor injuries. There's also the Bain Fire in Riverside County. CAL FIRE said it stood at more than 1,300 acres as of late Tuesday. Another fire in San Diego County charred 1,000 acres. The flames in California coming as other parts of the country are still reeling from severe weather. Residents in parts of the central U.S. recovering from days of violent storms, including dozens of reported tornadoes.
Right now, it's just a community effort coming together.
People
come together when needed.
Parts of the Northeast dealing with extreme heat.
We say anything's better than snow, but this is a bit ridiculous.
It's technically still spring, but in Massachusetts, summer jumped the gun with a wave of early season heat that prompted warnings in and around Boston. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Despite the tornadoes being reported and property being destroyed, so far there are no reports of deaths. All right, well, coming up today is going to be sunny and warm, but big changes are heading our way for the holiday. Josh has your complete weather forecast ahead. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Northwest after this.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222. Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell, taste. Could be long COVID. One more time.
During the Beauty Rest Memorial Day sale at Mattress Depot USA, save up to $1,000 on select Beauty Rest black adjustable sets. With the ultimate motion separation, pressure relief, and temperature management, you'll step into a world-class sleep experience. Save up to $1,000 during the Beauty Rest Memorial Day sale at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hey, why are dishes always getting water spots?
From Culligan.com, hard water.
Mom! Yeah.
Hey, Culligan.
Heard you've got water problems. We got you covered.
Request your free in-home water test today.
Injured in a car crash? The insurance company can sure make you feel small. When you choose the heavy hitter, you get big help and big results. Injured in a car wreck? Big thanks. Get big help. Call me.
Call 853-2222.
This time of year, dangerous storms pop up, bringing rain, wind, and lightning.
And many times, that lightning causes wildfires, some of which change lives forever.
This is just one reason to trust First Alert Weather from Apple Valley News Now.
With cutting-edge technology and the experience of our team, trust us to help keep your family safe this wildfire season.
On air, online, and mobile with our First Alert Weather app.
First Alert Weather.
Only one station.
Apple Valley News Now, always on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have alert days possible for Sunday and Memorial Day because the wind gusts are coming back. The vegetation is going to be critically dry after a week of dry and warm weather. So let's take this day by day. Okay, we'll start off with Sunday. You see the wind gusts, not all that impressive. We've definitely seen some gustier days before this, but when the gusts start to get up around 30, 35 miles per hour for the lower Columbia Basin, especially when the vegetation is critically dry, that's when fires could start or spread quickly. And it will be critically dry for Sunday, no doubt about it. It's going to clock in at a level 4 out of 5 on our scale. Monday's a little bit more nuanced because, yes, the wind gusts will be stronger, but the temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler and there will be some rainfall in the forecast. Keep that in mind when I show you this. For now, fuel models still with vegetation dryness coming in at a level 4 out of 5 because it doesn't look like we're going to get that much rainfall, but I would not be surprised if some more data came in and if this was downgraded to very dry. If that happened, we would have to not go with an alert day for Monday, so just a little bit of transparency when it comes to that process. But in general, here's how to prep for wildfires. create that defensible space around your home, harden your home, plan evacuation routes, and prep that go bag. We'll be showing that graphic a lot all throughout this summer. Okay, like I said, small rain chances for Memorial Day and beyond. Now, the run up to that high pressure is going to keep us dry, but this is going to start to break down into next week. So that's why the rain chances will step back up. Just a 20% chance for the Tri-Cities for Monday. And like I said, the accumulation's not looking that impressive at all. But if you want to see day by day, hour by hour precip chances for your exact home address location, you can do exactly that with our weather app, which you can download free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, on to the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry, sunny, and warming up through Sunday. Then in Yakima, highs in the mid-80s by the weekend, then dropping into the low 70s by Memorial Day and Tuesday. In Ellensburg, winds picking up Saturday through Monday, watching the fire potential especially close for Sunday and Monday. In Hermiston, dry and warming up through Sunday, then a cooler pattern starting Memorial Day. And finally, for Walla Walla, a lovely stretch of weather over the next 7 days, but a little more unsettled starting on Monday. And look at those temperatures. We go from the 80s back down to the 60s.
Fluctuating, as is May.
Lots of ebbing and flowing.
May is always so crazy. I don't know. It's that transition time.
It's that springtime, yeah. I don't know what it is about it.
Hey, but whenever it does get cooler and wetter, that means the vegetation dryness typically goes down, and it buys us a little bit more time. That's what fire season is about. Just buy us more time.
Buy a little more time.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Your time is 6:21. Still ahead, he's only 14 years old, but he's already a world champion. Meet the local karate star who's not done winning just yet. We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest right after this quick break.
The Memorial Day mattress savings are on now at Walker's Furniture and Mattress, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale with incredible savings on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles to choose from. Upgrade your sleep and pay over time with 0% interest for 5 years, no money down, and no minimum purchase. Plus, get free delivery and take home up to $300 in free furniture with select sets. Only at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
Slow down, look around, feel at home. Kittitas County invites you to experience the heart of small town life. From sunrise coffee stops and welcoming Main Street stays to scenic trails, family-owned restaurants, local wineries, hometown breweries, handcrafted shops, and more. Plan your small town getaway with the Love Local Passport, a curated guide to the best of Kittitas County. Download the Passport, plan your stay for a true small town escape at centralwashingtonoutdoor.com.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
Whoa. How are you doing that?
I just started banking with ICCU.
ICCU?
Best banking experience of my life. Smart technology, great rates, benefits with my checking. Plus, it's just nice to talk to people who actually care.
And that made you able to lift a bazillion pounds?
You tell me. Hey, you got any more 45s back there?
Everything you need for your banking and everything you love about a credit union. ICCU. Life's greener here.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Talking sports now. A 14-year-old boy from Milton Freewater currently holds a karate world championship.
Yeah, that's right. In Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable shows you the skill that a gold medalist can possess.
At 4 years old, Camden Sager wanted to be a Ninja Turtle.
When that didn't work out, he went to karate instead. 10 years later, it's safe to say that was a good choice. He has competed around the world, and in 2025, he competed in his third straight Karate World Championship. Sager medaled in 4 different categories and received a gold medal in Kumite, which is sparring against an opponent.
It felt super good because knowing that I worked so hard to get there, and then earning that spot was like, it felt like I did what I needed to do. And having my parents beside me and having my sensei call me afterwards, it felt really nice.
Living in Milton Freewater, Sager trains at the Karate Center of Walla Walla. His sensei explained the keys to Sager's success.
Well, he's dedicated since he's 4 years old, and his mom's dedicated, and his father. So the dedication first off, never quitting attitude. You got to have a never quit attitude to get that good. And then you have to have some God-given athleticism.
His mother is a sensei at the Karate Center as well. For the family, karate is not just a competition, it's a lifestyle.
He has worked really, really, really hard, and it was true, he did ask to be a Ninja Turtle, but he has progressed way beyond I even thought.
And Camden has his eyes on continuing his success.
My big goal for this year is to keep that title.
And Sager will have a chance to do just that in Romania this July. In Walla Walla, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, thanks, Jake. Well, the 2025 competition took place in Sweden, and Sager was one of the members of Team USA.
More than 1,600 athletes competed from 29 countries, so a really big accomplishment there. We love seeing that. All right, your time is 6:26. Still ahead, Oregon's primary election is heating up with a crowded governor's race and key local contests. The first results when we come back.
And local students are turning Tri-Cities buses into rolling art galleries. See how young artists are celebrating their heroes on wheels.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you can get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow, and Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
It's here. Memorial Day savings are on now at Walker's Furniture. Save up to 40% off store-wide on everything for your home. Find the perfect pieces for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, all on sale. Upgrade your sleep with incredible savings on top mattress brands and bring comfort outside with our all-new outdoor furniture collections. Or pay over time with 5 years, no interest, no money down. The Memorial Day savings are on today through Monday at Walker's.
Good things come to those who order my Munch Better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change. Visit Jack for a chance to win $75K. Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good Wednesday morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman.
And I'm Caleb Stipkovitz. And let's start off this half hour right away with a look at our weather.
Yeah, as we always do. Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth standing by with the latest on the conditions out there. And Josh, I know we have some big changes on the way, and that makes me a little bit nervous because things have been pretty nice lately.
Well, it shouldn't make you nervous. We just want everyone to be prepared as, it does look like the pattern's flipping as we head into Memorial Day and for beyond. Now, winds picking up for Sunday and Monday, so there will be alert days possible because of some fire concerns. Hopefully the rain chance is going to tamp that down, but in the build up to that, it's going to be dry, it's going to be warm, it's going to be lovely outside. Okay, wind gusts out there for this morning, not really that big of a factor. It is a little bit breezy in the Kittitas Valley, but that's just run-of-the-mill stuff there. 40s and 50s for lower elevations this morning, 45 for the Tri-Cities, 46 for Hermiston, 48 in Lexington, so you will have to bundle up to a very low end extent this morning. Just a light jacket stuff this morning through 10 a.m. in the Yakima Valley. After that, it's going to be t-shirt weather as we'll end up between 75 and 80 today for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Lots of sunshine, a gorgeous hump day, and we'll be trending even warmer as we head into the holiday weekend. I'll tell you precisely just how warm coming up in a few minutes.
Sounds good. Thank you, Josh. As Oregon voters turn in their ballots for Tuesday's primary, Eastern Oregon voters are weighing in on a crowded governor's race.
Hello, Oregon. Governor Kochek here.
Vote for me for governor of Oregon.
That's Christine Drazen.
The top of the ballot features Governor Tina Kotek seeking re-election and a competitive Republican primary led by Christine Drazen, Chris Dudley, and Danielle Bethel. The race is drawing strong interest in conservative Eastern Oregon, where Republican candidates often perform well. There are also several important local contests that could shape leadership in Umatilla and Morrow counties.
Yeah, one of the biggest local contests is in Oregon House District 57, which includes all of Morrow County and parts of Umatilla County as well. Long-term Republican lawmaker Greg Smith is facing former Morrow County Commissioner Jim Doherty in a closely watched primary. Let's take a first look at those results. So the current results show that Smith is winning over Doherty with 59% of the vote, and Doherty currently has 41% with 921 votes.
Statewide Measure 120 asks voters whether to approve transportation-related tax and fee increases, including a higher gas tax and vehicle registration fees. In Umatilla County, the Echo Rural Fire Protection District is seeking funding for operations there. And in the Athena Weston School District, voters are considering a nearly $5 million bond for a new career and technical education center. So let's go ahead and peek in at some of those results. Statewide Measure 120, their voters are saying no with 82% of the vote. For the Echo Rural Fire Protection Measure, voters so far saying yes with 63% in favor. And it is a really tight one right now for the Athena Weston School District. Take a look at your screen here. The no vote is resting at 50.5%, with the yes vote at 49.5%. So that is just a separation of merely 8 votes. To see a full list of results in the Oregon primary, just head on over to applevalleynewsnow.com.
All right, well, checking in on Pasco now. The Pasco City Council is adding 2 more code enforcement officers to help tackle a growing backlog of cases. Council members approved funding for the 2 new positions. City leaders say that the additional officers will help address outstanding complaints and take a more proactive approach to unpermitted food vendors. The council also backed a letter to the Franklin County Commissioners urging them to release sales tax dollars collected in Pasco. City officials say that the funding is needed for Pasco to participate in the Columbia Valley Center for Recovery.
I find it troubling that the city of Pasco, 80% of us have been putting money away for a couple years now for this recovery center, and now perhaps our residents and people who need it will not be able to use it.
I would like to know, the county commissioner reasons, justifications for, the way this has gone.
It's our residents, so we want to make sure that we're doing the best by them in their best interest.
Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales says that he is still waiting to hear from the commissioners about Monday night's discussion.
The Hermiston Police Department is back in its newly renovated headquarters while navigating a wave of staffing changes. The department has returned to its updated station on South 1st Street after more than a year of construction and operating from temporary locations. At the same time, Hermiston Police have added 7 new officers. 4 of those positions are funded through a new agreement with Good Shepherd Healthcare System, providing a police presence at the hospital around the clock.
2025, aside from all of the construction, the new hires, there was 29 different personnel changes in 2025. Those were promotions, transfers, retirements, a couple resignations. It was just a very chaotic year for us.
He adds the renovated facility now gives the department more room to grow while helping officers better communicate. Your time is 6:36. Bus rides just got a lot more interesting thanks to talented local students. See the incredible art rolling through our streets. That's coming up. And also coming up, Josh is back with another look at weather. Here's a live look out to Yakima this morning. We have some dry conditions out there for now, and we are also looking at a warm-up. Josh is going to detail it all on the other side of the break.
Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
My mind felt hazy and gray. I couldn't follow conversations. It was like I was in a fog. I was sleeping way too much. I was missing out on activities with my family. I felt underwater. Now I know it was depression. Recognizing my symptoms and finding support helped me manage it. Learn more about your symptoms at seehowifeel.org.
The Memorial Day mattress savings are on now at Walker's Furniture and Mattress, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale with incredible savings on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles to choose from. Upgrade your sleep and pay over time with 0% interest for 5 years, no money down, and no minimum purchase. Plus, get free delivery and take home up to $300 in free furniture with select sets. Only at Walker's, where quality just costs less.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation. And right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
What makes Yolks produce so fresh? Simple. We get first pick from trusted local and organic growers. Crisp, vibrant, peak season flavor. Because fresh isn't just what Yolks Fresh Market sells, it's who we are.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our pattern is going to be gorgeous through Sunday. After that, it's going to flip a little bit, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. First, your day planner forecast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities around 70 by lunchtime, and then we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s for the warmest part of the day. Lots of sunshine out there, so let's take you on that zone by zone tour of today's forecast. We start off up in the Cascades, where we're going to be very comfortable during the afternoon, where we'll end up in the 60s, and then for the Kittitas Valley, 72 in Ellensburg. Definitely not nearly as windy as it was for yesterday. Same thing applies to the Yakima Valley, where, look, some of us could maybe touch 80. Sela, 79, 77 for Yakima, 78 for Sunnyside. Lower Columbia Basin, kind of the same thing, mostly mid to upper 70s, but some of us, Benton City, Hanford in particular, could be very close to 80 degrees. Then for the Blue Foothills, we're looking at low to mid 70s, mostly low 70s. And then for the Blue Mountains, 50s and 60s, almost 70 degrees in Ukiah there in southern Umatilla County. Okay, like I told you just a couple minutes back, forecast going to trend warmer. We'll end up around 85 in the Tri-Cities for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want to split hairs, technically Saturday is going to be the warmest day. At that point, 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year, but substantially cooler into Memorial Day and into Tuesday. There's a little bit of rain in the forecast, but not enough to tamp down fire concerns because wind gusts will pick up. Vegetation is going to be critically dry. I'll tell you about all the moving parts to this important forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. A group of students may have just created the most stylish ride in the Tri-Cities with Ben Franklin Transit introducing its newest student art bus.
Yeah, Wendy, I have to agree with that. And I got a chance to talk with some of the winners of this year's annual competition. Let's take a look.
Our goal with this contest is always to represent the Tri-Cities well, especially the youth of the Tri-Cities. I think the youth of the Tri-Cities are showing that we have a really bright future ahead of us.
Every year, Ben Franklin Transit runs a student art competition, and the winners get to have their artwork featured on the bus behind me. But this year's competition is special because there's not just one bus, but two.
The outside of the vehicles, we're going to have 3 on each side, so that's going to be 12 total on the vehicles, and then inside the fixed route coach, that's the big bus, there's our top 10 winners.
Basically, I wanted it to be a piece showing like me and my mom, because the theme was like, who's your hero? And heroes lift people up, and I'm like, guys, my mom is the first person to ever lift me up, so that's why she's doing that. And then I put a cape to show that, like, you know, she's my hero.
I had different people that I kind of would notice around Tri-Cities, and so I have like people that worked in the field, firefighters, there's a policeman, there's construction, there's friends and family and that kind of thing, some doctors and bus drivers.
I got this idea from where I live, like there's this mural. I was like, I can just take the transit logo and make it as a mural and right there fill up the blank.
So there is both a traditional and a digital category. So it really comes down to personal preference for the students, what they feel more comfortable doing.
I used markers, alcohol markers, and it was my first time using them, so I think it turned out pretty well for the first time, and I really love this piece.
I work best in acrylic, so I did acrylic paint for this one.
The artwork is going to stay on the buses for a calendar year before being replaced by next year's winners.
All right, well, lots of cool creations. So the student art competition has been running for over a decade, and this year's display features the most winning submissions ever.
I love it. They did a great job. I can't wait to see it running around town.
Absolutely.
Your time is 6:43. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. And of course, Josh has everything you need to know weather-wise as well. He's talking about the potential for an alert day coming up on your holiday for Memorial Day. He'll detail that out as we leave you with this live look from Yakima.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles. On-the-spot financing. Top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
During the massive 4-day sale at Furniture Row, when we say the savings are massive, we mean massive. Shop today and take $100 off every $1,000 you spend, and watch the savings stack up. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out Doorbusters while they last. Plus 60 months no interest and no down payment. But don't wait. Savings this massive won't last.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles. On-the-spot financing. Top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We do have alert days possible for Sunday and Memorial Day as the vegetation is going to be critically dry and the wind gusts will be a factor. Now look, it's not going to be as windy as what we saw for some of the days just last week, but still gusts between 20 to 35 miles per hour across the map. And kind of our litmus test is for the lower Columbia Basin. Whenever these gusts get up around 30, 35 miles per hour, in addition to critically dry vegetation, that's when we start to see vegetation fires have the tendency to start popping up on the map. So for Sunday, to that point, does look like vegetation is going to be critically dry, that level 4 out of 5. Now for Monday, it's a little bit more nuanced, Memorial Day. So looks as if the winds are going to be a little bit stronger, gusts between 25 to 40 miles per hour across the map. And the vegetation still looks as if it's going to be critically dry, that level 4 out of 5. But here's where the nuance comes in, okay? There's some rain in the forecast for Memorial Day. This is still, 5 days out. And so if fuel models start to factor that in a little bit more, this could go back down to very dry, and we would technically not go with an alert day. That's why we have the alert day possibles out for right now. Okay, in the meantime, here's how to prep for wildfires. Create that defensible space around your home, harden your home in general, plan evacuation routes, and prep your go bag. And we'll obviously have a lot more to say about all those points later this fire season. Okay, speaking of the rain chances for Memorial Day, just very low in rain chances. And the lead up to that, we're going to be dry because of this area of high pressure. That's eventually going to break down. That's why our pattern will flip. We're looking at For now, just a 10% chance of rainfall in the Yakima Valley for Memorial Day. Slightly better chance of rain, maybe even some thunderstorms by Tuesday. Doesn't look like it's going to be a washout. Don't cancel any outdoor plans or barbecues, but you can see how these rain chances are going to evolve as the forecast evolves. For your exact home address location by downloading our weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Dry, sunny, and warming up through Sunday. Then in Yakima, highs in the mid-80s by the weekend and dropping into the low 70s by Memorial Day and Tuesday. In Ellensburg, winds picking up Saturday through Monday, watching the fire potential especially close for Sunday and Monday. And then for Hermiston, dry and warming through Sunday, then a cooler pattern starting Memorial Day. Finally, for Walla Walla, a lovely stretch of weather over the next 7 days, but a little more unsettled starting on Monday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new intrigue surrounding a billionaire fashion mogul's fatal fall.
Before there's a pattern, there is instinct.
The heir to a popular global clothing brand, Mango, is now the suspect in his father's death, initially ruled an accident. Authorities released Jonathan Andick on a $1.6 million bail and took his passport. In 2024, he was with his father, Isak Andick, who started Mango in 1984 when his dad plunged 320 feet off a ravine in the Montserrat Natural Park near Barcelona while hiking. Officials ruled the death accidental, but investigators now believe his son is responsible. And coming up at 7 a.m., what Jonathan's legal team is saying and what it means for the future of Mango. With your GMA First Look, I'm Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Now, the morning sprint.
In your national headlines this morning, evacuation orders and warnings continue as the Sandy fire spreads across Southern California. This as other parts of the country are still reeling from severe weather. Residents in parts of the central U.S. recovering from days of violent storms, including dozens of reported tornadoes. Parts of the Northeast dealing with extreme heat. The Senate advanced a measure aimed at limiting the president's war powers by requiring congressional approval for any future military action in Iran. The vote was 50-47 in favor of advancing the legislation. 4 Republicans joined nearly all of the Democrats in approving the measure. Several Republican senators, though, were absent for the vote, making it unlikely the measure will succeed on final passage.
In your business headlines this morning, China is planning to purchase 200 Boeing aircrafts and join forces with the U.S. in an attempt to lessen tariffs. This deal would bring an end to a nearly decades-long virtual sales freeze between Boeing and China. Officials say that the U.S. and China are working to extend a trade truce that is currently scheduled to expire in November. And smart glasses may be finally starting to hit a groove, and Samsung and Google want in. Samsung's still nameless eyewear will be powered with Google's Gemini AI and will partner with your phone. The glasses can offer shopping suggestions and give you real-time audio translations for text. It's expected to be launched in select markets this fall.
In health headlines now, the chief of the World Health Organization says he is deeply concerned about the scale and speed of the Ebola outbreak. Officials in the area are warning of a rising death toll. They say the outbreak is especially risky in East Africa because of high population density, constant movement, and managing a virus in a conflict-affected area.
In your sports headlines this morning, the Super Bowl is headed to Music City in 2030. NFL owners unanimously approved Nashville as the host city for Super Bowl 64. The game will take place at the Tennessee Titans' new enclosed Nissan Stadium, which is set to open next year. It will be the first time ever that Nashville has hosted a Super Bowl. The next 3 Super Bowls are set for Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Las Vegas.
Here now are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Fire officials are urging people to use extra caution as fire danger rises across the region. Benton, Franklin, Walla Walla, and Lower Yakima counties are now in the moderate fire danger category. In the Upper Yakima Valley and Kittitas County, fire danger has reached high.
Washington State is joining a multi-state lawsuit against the U.S. Department of Education over new limits on federal student loans. State officials say that the changes will hurt students and worsen workforce shortages, while the Department of Education defends the policy as a way to control costs and reduce tuition inflation.
A Walla Walla County judge is expected to hear arguments later this week on if Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond should be held in contempt. Raymond has been ordered by a court to turn over pieces of property to the county. He told us he'd go to jail before giving it up. Now a Franklin County attorney is asking for the sheriff to be fined $1,000 a day if he doesn't follow the order. Raymond's attorneys are asking for a delay in the decision.
And today in Yakima, community members, local businesses, and industry professionals will be hosting a Yakima County meet and greet from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Greater Yakima Chamber of Commerce. People will have the opportunity to meet the candidates and learn about the issues that are facing Yakima County, like housing, economic development, and new and current infrastructure.
The first results of the Oregon primary have been released. There are several issues impacting Umatilla and Morrow counties, and at least one school district race is only separated by, get this, 8 votes. To keep up with the very latest results, just head on over to applevalleynewsnow.com. And to keep up with the very latest in weather, of course, we have Josh Colbert tracking it all.
Yeah, you can always find the full forecast posted online at applevalleynewsnow.com as well. But let's go ahead and talk about those wind gusts for this morning. It is breezy in the Kittitas Valley. Elsewhere, wind gusts not that big of a factor. It is mild, 45 for the Tri-Cities, 53 for Walla Walla, 51 in Sunnyside. So you would need a very light jacket this morning as you're walking out the front door. Here's your day planner forecast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities. Around 70 by lunchtime, into the mid to upper 70s for the warmest part of the day. It is going to be a lovely Wednesday. Get out there and enjoy it if you can. So for lower elevations, lots of sunshine, highs up into the 70s. Dare I say, a perfect spring day. We'll be trending warmer. We'll keep the forecast dry through Sunday, but then things getting shaken up as the pattern starts to flip into this week. And we're still going to be warm and dry for Sunday, but winds picking up on Sunday. That's going to continue into Memorial Day, going with alert days possible for Sunday and Monday. The vegetation looks to be critically dry with the winds. Fires could start or spread quickly, but fingers crossed that rain chances start to trend a little bit higher. There are some small rain chances in the mix for Memorial Day, so we hope that they're high enough to tamp down fire concerns, but low enough so everyone's outdoor plans can stay intact.
Oh, I know it. Everybody has a lot of plans coming up, so it'd be nice to hit that balance. We'll have to see.
You want all those barbecues to keep on going.
Right? All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
For sure, and Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5.
Have a great day.